Good morning, everyone. I'm just pouring coffee. It is already 8 o'clock. We kind of had a sleep-in day today. My husband is off work this week. It's Monday. We are going to finish our flooring in our basement. And then we're going to go get baseboards, groceries, and I have a book to pick up that was a pre-order. And then we're going back home. So that's the plan for the Monday. Yesterday we went to Home Depot. We had to get I'm trying to figure out what coffee mug I want. Let's go with this one. We had to get a laser level for the flooring to make sure that it's being put in properly. And my husband has been asking for a laser level, and finally there was a purpose to us getting him a laser level. So went and picked that up. They are not cheap. Your bill at Home Depot ended up being like $400. We needed another level, like a smaller one also, for when the pool table comes, which is Thursday. So we need to get our flooring in and our baseboards on so that when that gets here, we can install that thing. So I'm going to drink my coffee, wake up a little bit, and get changed, and we're going to get to flooring. So happy Monday, everybody. It's the start of a new week. This is going to be a fun week, I think. And yeah, positive vibes only on this week. Heading downstairs. I've got my water, got on an old sweater, and we are working on some flooring. We're gonna get this flooring chunk done, and then we're gonna head out. It's a snowy day today, and we're gonna get dog food and baseboards. It's supposed to be snowier tomorrow, so we also have to grab some groceries, and then we don't have to go out tomorrow when it's snowing a lot more than today. So we are almost in the main area. This should not take us too long, actually. It should be a quick process to finish it. That fits nice. Looks good. And the dog's here, and she's inspecting. But we are doing that today, and then we have to get baseboards painted. We have to get some baseboards painted, so that'll be the process for this, like later this afternoon, evening, is just paint baseboards so that they can dry and we can put them up. Another day, another hardware store. We got baseboards and dog food, a couple of groceries, and I picked up my pre-order book. And we're going home to, what are we doing still? Finish the flooring and painting these baseboards. That's the goal. And maybe eat some supper and then relax and do absolutely nothing. How's that sound, Jeff?
Sounds great.
Jeff's here. Don't worry, guys. He's still here. I need him to lift all these baseboards. Just kidding. They're not that heavy, but still. He's here for the physical work aspect of it. He's the pack mule.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we...
It's Ramadan, and we have the friendliest Indian neighbors. And he texted Jeff and asked if he was home because he wanted to bring over food. So if you're not familiar with Ramadan, it's like a full day fasting that they do, and then they have big meals at the end of the day. And the neighbor knows that Jeff loves Indian food, so we got some saffron, like curry rice. It looks like there's chickpeas in it, some chicken, some kind of meat patty. That's the dessert section over there. And then they have like fried vegetables and samosa. I am sure it is absolutely delicious. It always is. So, and then he brought me one. So we each got our own tray, which is adorable. So, super thank you to our neighbor for that. So, no longer making breakfast for supper. Looks like we're having Indian food, which Jeff is extremely excited about.
Capsize. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear that?
We've had a busy day over here. doing flooring, going to Rona to pick up baseboards, getting groceries, grabbing my pre-order book. What else to do? More flooring. And I'm exhausted. I'm wiped out. It's like 9 o'clock only, but I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Today's over for me. I am in bed, but I'm not going to bed right now. I'm just kind of like a freezing cold for some reason too, so I want to be cozy. So I'm here with all my blankets. The dog is here, and I'm watching Love is Blind because it's great. If your team Love is Blind, awesome. If not, I have the hiccups also. Don't worry about it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to try to get rid of these hiccups, what I'm going to do next. But I'm going to call it for today. That was a great Monday, and I will talk to you guys. When will I talk to you? Tomorrow. Good morning. I think it's still morning. It's not noon yet, I don't think. But I can't be sure. I have no watch on. And I'm out here in my office for the day with my project. I'm going to paint all these baseboards. They're going to dry for a bit. They may need a second coat. We're going to come out and give them an analysis in a couple of hours. See how they dried and what the texture looks like and if there's any misty spaces, which is hard to tell because it's white on white, but you know, I digress. And then we're going to put them up in the basement. So I am out here standing on a tarp painting baseboards. So that's what we're doing for today. I have Reagan on behind me for his project. We are standing in the garage. It's nice and warm in here at least. And we're painting.
'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire.
Hello. It is Wednesday, friends. I have like drywall dust on my face. I haven't updated you guys yet because all we've literally been doing is we got up, we had coffee, we've been putting baseboards in the basement. So we are almost done. I'm dying of thirst. It's 2 p.m. Jeff's running his miter saw, his table saw. We're cutting casings for around the door, molding for the baseboards, and I am filling in all the gaps. I've also sanded a bunch of areas around the house that were all covered in mud. So that's going to get wiped down next, and then it gets to dry, and then I get to spot paint it, and it will be all crisp and clean looking again, which I am very happy about. Then next week I can wash the walls and the whole house because they all need it, and that's what's happening. So that's your update for right now. Today, this evening, I will give you guys a little tour update on the basement, on the flooring and the baseboards. It looks lovely. I do have to do some touch-up paint down there. Like, I'm just filling the holes right now with wood fill and then from the brad nailer. And then I will sand them and paint them. How's it going over there, Jeff?
It's going.
It's going. I promised him that if we get it done sooner, we can have a nap. And he is working faster than I've seen him work all day. So the nap is the incentive. And he's very excited about it. Good evening. I have a cup of ambition, as Dolly calls it. I'm watching Love is Blind while I'm also working on the computer. So I'm just kind of like playing with a resume and formatting it and all that kind of stuff. I know that like once I get done it, I'll be so excited that I'm done it that I did this. But me doing this is hard because you have to put it yourself into words. You basically have to talk good and like reaffirm yourself on paper. And I'm not good about, that's what I'm bad about. Like I am terrible for my own self and my own anxiety. So that, if they say, what is one of your key weaknesses? I am very hard on myself and way more so than anyone else is on me. And that's my Achilles heel, I guess. But I'm going to keep watching Love is Blind because I'm seriously enjoying it. And I'm going to get back to work on this thing right here. And the dog's eating, so. Also, This is like a little bit more of like a day. It's not the greatest lighting right now. This is more of like an everyday color of the lip stain that I've been doing. The Wonder Skin something. I can't remember what it's called. But this is the XOXO on me. It's different on everybody and obviously different in different lights. So like, let's see if we can get a daylight kind of a view here. But as you can tell, it's more of just like an easy to put on. Looks just like you have some nice cherry lips. A little bit cooler tone. So this is more of like an everyday wear. The other one is a little bit bolder and more of an evening wear. And that's even what Jeff thinks. He likes them both, but this one he's like, it's just a put on and go out during the day kind of lip stain, which I agree with. This one too, I put on, left it, and then just wiped it off with the damp cloth. I didn't do the actuator, so I'll have to try that later and see if that changes it at all or anything. But yeah, so far I like it. I think I like this one better than the other one. This is XOXO. And the other one that I've been wearing is Charming, but I like them both. All right, I promised you guys an update, so let's do it. So we have the baseboards at the bottom. We need to do these ones yet, but we did the casing around the door, so that's a bonus. So we need to do these ones tomorrow, and then these are done, and then the casing around the door is going to get done tomorrow in the basement. Also, my brother's coming tomorrow to finish off stuff with the counters, and then we can do a little bit more of those baseboards. Ooh. And there's flooring. And the casing around the door is done. So we're going to head down. Carpeted stairs. We love this. Looks so much nicer with the baseboards. Really like. And then flooring is in. The floors down here are a little bit uneven, so there might be a click here and there. They are like well situated together, but it's what you get for the basement floor. Sometimes you get a little bit of creaking, but this looks fantastic. And I have no problems with it. I've already filled in all the holes from the brad nailer and filled the corners. Do need a little bit of caulking in some places along the wall, just where there's a little bit of a gap. Just kind of like make that less prominent. But other than that, I think it looks fantastic. Sorry about the shadow. Definitely have a shadow down here. And Jeff has lifted up his fridge, so it's in the right spot now. So tomorrow we get the little kick plate underneath. We cap the side of this sucker. And then we finish off the baseboards from here to here and there to there. Maybe a little bit of touch-up painting that the brother contractor man has to do. And then we can start putting our stuff back in where we want it, which is crazy to think that this is almost done. And then we got to put, our light switch panels back on. Super cool. I really like these Edison bulbs, you guys. 10 out of 10. They're like an LG Vintage, I think is what they're called, or GE Vintage. And these ones are in the smoke color, but they are dimmable, which is what we wanted for over the bar area. And I just wanted them to look cool also, which these do. So those are awesome. And then when they're off, they're like that mirrored smoke look. So they're pretty cool. We do need to put a shelf up here, but that will happen when we find one we like. Happy Thursday, friends. It is probably close to 11 o'clock. I have some sandpaper. I'm in my office for the time being, and I'm sanding the brad nail holes that we've wood filled and the joins smooth. And then I'm gonna go around and paint them. It's very exciting, but it's almost done. Jeff's cutting the last two pieces for up there. And then the hallway baseboards are finished. And he's just going to do the one around the door downstairs and a couple of little pieces that he can do until tonight when the rest of the cabinet for the bar gets put together. And then that'll be all finished off. So stuff is happening. Just got to keep plugging away at it.
Keep the melters down again. Now it's pouring through my veins. But I said you're this rock to play. and it's fire burning holes inside my brain. Fire.
Good afternoon, friends. It's 12. I am being quiet because Jeff is napping. He's not feeling very well. So I'm drinking my coffee. I'm gonna read my book, did some admin work, and then a little bit later today I'm gonna finish the baseboards downstairs and put caulking in them to seal up the sides, and then they will be done, which is super exciting. We also bought a board and some brackets that Jeff liked for his bar so that he can have his shelf behind the bar, and things are coming together. There's not very much left to do. I think we need to pick up some blinds and put some flooring in under the stairs where the closet is. That's about it. So it's coming together. I think Monday we might go look for a rug for there, but I'm just gonna read, relax, maybe watch some YouTube while he naps. Jeff is still napping, so I am taking matters into my own hands. I just used the miter saw to cut the molding for the door. I've got this fancy machine right here, and I am gonna work with some power tools. So, wish me luck. I haven't cut off my finger yet. Here's hoping that remains the trend for the rest of the project. So, I can have all 10 digits. Yeah. I'm gonna go staple this one in, and then I'm gonna remeasure the other side, and we're gonna figure this out. Diamond's construction adventures continue. We've got pieces cut. Now we get to make a smooth join. And to do that, seamless joins require CA glue. If you're not familiar with CA glue, you put some on one side, you spray the activator on the other side, and then it instantly bonds. And when I say instant, I mean it is solid and insecure. I have a history of crazy gluing myself to myself, aka this finger to this finger to this finger, and then glued to the crazy glue package. Ask anyone who worked at Staples with me. I was hanging up crazy glue in the office supply section, and I managed to crazy glue my finger to my finger and also to the package of crazy glue that I was putting on display. So, got that going for me. I also have been known to crazy glue my finger to my press-on nails. Those are a little bit easier to take off. This might be interesting. So let's hope I don't crazy glue myself or CA glue myself to the board and that it goes smoothly. Hey, we're kind of on a funny angle here, but to give you guys an example, there's two pieces that go around this corner, so they have to get glued like this. So what we do is we take the first bottle of, make sure you have the pieces straight, the fancy glue, and we go like this. You gotta squirt some on, like this. Make sure you don't use too much because you literally don't want to glue up your floor. Then we take that side, the second piece, which, let's make sure it's the right one, and we go activator, sandwich. And literally, like within seconds, these are going to be not moving, fused together, minus my skin. 1, 2, 3. It is going nowhere. It's solid. It's a great seam to put in your corner. Here's the corner. Beautiful. Then this one we can't put in yet because we have to cut for the door. But we staple this guy in here. I have to trim this piece down and then it gets glued and we make a nice corner. I already did this one over here. Beautiful. Then they don't move around when you're nailing them in and you don't get weird angles. So it's pretty neat stuff as long as you don't crazy glue yourself or CA glue yourself to yourself. I finished the basement and we're celebrating because it's pie day. We're having some apple pie and I'm having my bedtime coffee. Jeff's watching how to felt a pool table so that when it gets here, he can Tim Taylor it. That's a Tool Time reference for anybody who's my age and knows. Anyone younger than me, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But hey, baseboards are done. Time to celebrate with pie. And then we're going to bed. Good morning, everyone. It is 10 a.m. on Saturday. I'm having my coffee. Jeff's upstairs playing video games, and I am redoing my nails. So we are going with a emerald green color because St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and just feels fitting for March. I've taken off one hand. I'm doing the other hand now. I'm using this nail remover from Glamnetics that I use. Not sponsored. Just put it on, let it sit for a little bit, and then it like breaks down the glue, and the nails just kind of come right off. So I work this evening, so I need to get this done now, and then just hanging out for the day because I did a heck of a good job yesterday and got all the baseboards done, so there is no basement work for me to do right now. Jeff may want to hang his TV frame mount thing on the wall. Good morning, friends. I have my coffee. I didn't get home till like midnight last night from the event that I worked, and now I'm sitting here with my feet in the massager because at 2 o'clock I have to be back at the center for a hockey game for the sports team I help with. And yeah, that's what's on the docket for today. Tonight we're gonna come home, I think, and have like craft dinner for supper or something super easy. Tomorrow we have to go try to find a rug for the basement, blinds for the basement, and a couple of pieces to just finish off the construction stuff, and then that's it. Then we can like organize and tidy down there, and it's gonna be magic to have it done. I did apply for one job. Got denied for that one. So I won't be getting an interview for that one. So I'm waiting to hear about the second one. Hopefully I get at least one interview for one of them. But I'm going to look at some more opportunities and keep applying for some more. But that's where I'm at so far. Did a lot of work waiting for callbacks. It's about 1 o'clock. I intend to leave in like 40 minutes or so. So for the next like 30 minutes, I'm just going to relax. I did my hair and my makeup. Very basic today. We're tired. Last night was a long night. And I'm just putting away some of my stuff that I took with me yesterday to, there's all my boxes for my donation stuff to go in once I get to the closets upstairs, which haven't happened yet because it's been a main focus on getting the basement done, which I am happy to tell everybody we're 90% of the way there. Not quite done yet, but we're close. So then the upstairs portion of our house can get a little more organized. My plants are doing fantastic right now. Gorgeous. But I'm just going to relax a little bit. I have a couple of books that I need to order from Kobo for my e-reader because they're on sale and they're books that I would like to read. So I get them when they're cheap. And I think that's about all I got right now. Just had a coffee. I'm going to sit down, order the Kobo books, maybe pre-order some of my pre-orders that are pending for April, May, and June. So I can get the extra points because that's important. And yeah, I have to order another e.l.f. lip gloss because I have no idea where mine went last night. I swear I put it in my pocket at the event center, but it's no longer in my pocket. The magic disappearing pockets have eaten my lip gloss. But that's okay, it's only like $3, so I'm just gonna order like 3 of them so I have extra this time. And then I have it for our trip. But that's what's next on the docket. And then it's off to the rink. Good evening, friends. It's Sunday night. So I have freshly laundered. It's been a busy weekend of events and sports and renos, and it's almost all done. So the basement renos, my retainers, and if you can hear me slur a little bit, my apologies, but not really like my straight teeth and I want to keep them. We're almost done the basement. Like 90 9% of the way there, and I'm so excited for it to be over. I've been cleaning up dust all weekend, putting stuff back where it goes, painting baseboards, doing caulking for the baseboards, all that fun stuff that you don't want to do very often. And events. We had a big sellout crowd last night. It was like 6.5 hours. My legs were angry. Had about 17,000 steps when I got home. And for the record, my normal daily steps count's like 6,000. So 17,000, 18,000 is pretty high. Tonight, I already have almost 10,000 steps because there's another event today. So we're back at the event center for a hockey game. And I got home. We ate some takeout because we got home like 7:30. Put my foot in the massager machine. Got in a hot bath. Relaxed. I'm picking up a new book tonight, and that's Big Swiss by Jen Began. I've heard really good things about this book. Short Cole's Notes version. It's about a transcribist for a therapist. The therapist helps with the people with addictive personalities, and one of her patients who has the nickname, because obviously they don't use the real name in the transcribing because it's confidential, so this person can't know who it is. And their nickname is Big Swiss, and it's a female character who has a sex addiction. So in transcribing the notes for these sessions, the transcribist becomes infatuated with Big Swiss and randomly runs into Big Swiss one day and knows it's this person because of their voice, because she hears it all the times on the dictaphone, basically. So then the goal is to make the Big Swiss fall in love or become infatuated with the transcribist, so the transcribist can have an experience with said patient. I've heard it's funny. I've heard like it's a literary kind of fiction. It's not like a romance, but I've heard it's entertaining and it's comical. So I'm going to read it and we're going to see what it's all about. And that's about it for this week. So thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video. And I will see you guys soon with another video. And we're going to hopefully finish off, put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, of the basement reno situation.